Hey guys, welcome back to the MCU HQ. Today I'm going to do a breakdown of the trailer for Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is the new one that released at the Super Bowl. They released a short spot, I'm pretty sure, and then put out a full trailer at the same time. So that's what we're going to break down here. A lot of goodies in here, a lot of emotion in here, a lot of stuff to dissect from every inch of this thing. So let's do this. Okay, first shot, just make note of what Rocket and Star-Lord are wearing. Also, oh, Peter's hammered. I did not catch that the first time. He is either super hammered or really hungover. He's got a bottle in front of him, a bottle laying down that he for sure finished. But make note because this comes back later in the trailer.
I'm Star-Lord.
Same outfit, huh? So we've seen this shot before. This is the whole team here. Where they are, they could be on a big spaceship. I've previously thought maybe they're on the High Evolutionary ship because Gamora's there with them. So if I had to guess, that might be where they are. But there's some other hints as to where they could be later. I do almost wonder if Gamora's photo, like, CGI'd into this shot just to not give away to the audience kind of the timetable of this movie. Because otherwise, I would have actually guessed this might happen earlier in the movie, and you'll see why.
I formed the Guardians.
Gamora.
Fell in love. That girl died, but then she came back.
Her hair looks great. Like, this is the coolest Gamora has looked in any of these movies. She beats him up, breaks that. That was expensive.
Came back and total dick.
Oh, please.
So, this person in pink, that's Daniela Melchior. Ratcatcher 2 in the Suicide Squad. So, there's a fun fact. He's holding an orb again. Also, so Nebula's new arm, I love. I think it looks cool. It has a cool function that we'll see.
You left out some important information, but...
Oh, she has a new eye here also. That's why I was like, this looks different. She doesn't have that silver eye thing we've seen. So they replaced, she has a new eye, she has a new arm, that orange thing, that stupid orange stripe they put on in Endgame so you could tell which Nebula was the real Nebula is gone.
That's the gist of it.
I love that she's not even taking Star-Lord's side. She's just calling it as it is. But I guess her and Gamora might have a bit of a sibling rivalry going on again. Because now Gamora's the dick instead of Nebula. I wish they would use these cool Marvel Studios logos in the actual movie, by the way. So this is them coming up on... There's no way that's Earth. But they're coming up on that one planet that we see in the first trailer where there's houses and a bunch of aliens. It kind of looks like Earth, but it's not. That's what they're coming up on here. And they look very confused. Like they have a what the hell thing going on here. The suits are really growing on me. So we're seeing the High Evolutionary here. And we'll actually get a better look at him later. Right here, okay? Look how his face almost looks like it's peeled over this machine. Bowie coming out of the jump point. I actually, hold on. What are they coming up on? Because that's not that organic matter looking thing that I assume is where the High Evolutionary stays. Is that nowhere from a different angle? I don't know. Okay, so this is clearly the High Evolutionary from a long time ago. He's got hair, he has a normal head, so I think what's happening is that in trying to create perfection as he's doing those enhancements to himself also, to make himself better, which is why he looks a lot weirder later on than he does right here. This is played by Chukwudi Iwuji from Peacemaker. He was great in that, by the way. If you have not watched Peacemaker, go watch Peacemaker. Baby Rocket, we've seen this. scared. There's more animals in here. Maybe Lila's in this cage also. I think this is another raccoon over here. And this is messed up. This is so wrong. So he's got Rocket, or a raccoon. I don't know if it's, merged with Bradley Cooper yet. But he has a raccoon. The raccoon's shaking in fear. We've got the High Evolutionary over here. A couple of his doctors surrounding it. The blood. 89P13, Rocket's designation. You see that when they get arrested by the Nova Corps. Designation 89P13 is what Rocket is. And they're tattooing that onto him. So, yeah, they're tattooing that onto him. So I guess they shaved him, tattooed it on. This is a great shot. The reflection in the eye. And we can see High Evolutionary still has his hair. Groot. Great emotion from Groot in this trailer, by the way, that we'll see. Yeah, Groot gets there's a lot of good emotion on Groot's face in this trailer, from what I noticed. I love this shot of Rocket. I think it looks amazing. Drax is behind him. There's that Star-Lord. No, I think that's Drax. He just looks so cool in this. I've been using this image for as much stuff as I can. I think he looks great. Gamora, we've seen this. She looks beautiful in this shot. Nebula, burned. So this is, burned clothes, burned bodies, this burned environment. We've seen this in several shots. When this happens in the movie, couldn't tell you. If I had to guess, this is almost it. I think this could be the climax of the movie, of them torching this place and burning it in their fight with the High Evolutionary, burning it all. Okay, this is what I love. Nebula's arm turns into a flaming sword. That's dope. I'm surprised she didn't have one of these sooner. So boom, flaming sword, I love it. This is on Nowhere, by the way. This is the environment of Nowhere that she's on. Which, if I had to guess, this is her going to fight Adam Warlock before he kicks her ass all over the place. We're going to see a lot of Adam Warlock in this. So we've seen this, Rocket cocking his gun, dismay. The 2001 Space Odyssey reference, Not Among Us. And then this is that organic matter thing. I previously talked about how I think High Evolutionary has a big infatuation with organic matter. And that's a big thing in this movie. Obviously experimenting on life forms. This giant, weird, scrotum-looking monster. And then later on, the prison looks like it's got a lot of organic matter also. Mantis is in that one. Star-Lord's the yellow one. Okay, so here they are at the High Evolutionary's place. This is them all geared up. He's like, no, hold on, you wait a second. Groot and Star-Lord, but Groot especially, looking pissed. Which means either he has killed a member of their team, or they just know because of Rocket. This dude, we don't like this guy at all. He's like the most vile person in the universe. So, told you, Groot has great emotion. Okay, so here's a really good shot of it. It looks like when he was doing this, and it peeled up his face, that he peeled his face over the mechanical parts he gave himself. So he's no longer, if he's human, whatever species he is, he's not really anymore. He's just been upgrading himself until he thinks he's perfect. Cubes. Okay, I'm going to see if there's any big cube imagery in this. So, Kraglin here with the Yaka era. Two things. Are people running behind him? Because I'm wondering if this is Kraglin getting ready to go fight Adam. But listen to what Drax says. That is what he says in the first movie. When they're on Ronan's ship, he says, I just want you to know I'm grateful that you can consider me a friend, yada yada. It's a variation on what he said in that. And we're back in this burned place. They're climbing. Where are they climbing? Who is that climbing? I don't know. Someone's climbing. Okay, High Evolutionary when he's not as weird looking. Adam! A lot of people are comparing this to that one Black Adam shot, but it looks better. And where he's actually at right now is that location with the aliens, where they're all throwing rocks at the Guardians. Which leads me to believe this is a bigger battle than probably initially thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a fun Guardians adventure, whereas this looks like an all-out battle going on. I don't know if this is where they first encounter Adam Warlock, like if this is at the beginning of the movie or closer to the end of the movie. Also, Adam Warlock could very well be a good guy at this point. I don't think he's going to be a villain at the end of this movie. And we see more of this later, too, to show the scale of this fight. But considering Gamora's on the team, I'm assuming it's later in the movie. So Gamora is running to the Bowie, carrying an unconscious Rocket Raccoon. I don't like that. And it's something... Wait, what blew up? Oh, did the Bowie blow up? Because we know... In the first trailer, Star-Lord and Groot are running from the Bowie as it's crashing. Maybe the Bowie blows up and they're stuck here. It's time. Okay, so Groot comes down. I'm very confused about how this goes. So, Adam's here. Groot comes down. Oh, there it is. Okay, it looks... If you don't pay a lot of attention, it looks like Adam, like, gets away somehow. But no, he's there. So Groot jumps down on Adam Warlock and tackles him. Everyone's watching. They need to be moving. Like, we got legitimate conflict going on here. Okay, Rocket in a cell with Lylla. They're really keeping Lylla sparse in these trailers. Not giving us a lot of Lylla Otter. She has robot arms, too. She doesn't have normal otter arms. She has robot arms. Laughing. Okay, so this is a continuation of where they're all shooting. So, did you guys just see what I saw? Okay. So, that one organic looking place I don't think is the same location. Because, if we go back to when they're in the High Evolutionary's little place, Square's behind him, right? Now we go ahead to here. Look at what's behind Star-Lord and Groot. That same square pattern. Those are the High Evolutionary's doctors. They're shooting his palace. Because also, they're the two that come in. They're the two that come in. I guess they're just ridiculously armed. So yeah, then they're in here shooting everything, destroying it. And later on, we see more of this also. So this is that same Earth-like environment, which is where I guess he's housed. Then Groot's got all the guns. It's amazing. Great emotion from Groot here. You can really see he's got a little emotional conflict going on. He's sad. He's pissed. He wants to kill some people. We've seen this before. This is so sad when they first see each other. Cosmo. We have 2 shots of Cosmo in this trailer. This is one of them. Is that a real dog or CGI? I don't know. We'll find out. Nebula being happy again. Okay. I love this. The little look they give each other. This is that hangar, by the way. That hangar that's on fire. And then... whatever this thing's name is, James Gunn actually said what its name is. I cannot for the life of me remember. It was like Blurp or something. Blurp. Blurp is its name. This little creature, which in the giant wide shot of the team, this is the one walking alongside them. Star-Lord's outfit stays clean. Everyone else's is filthy. I love this shot so much. Rocket scurrying up Groot. You got Star-Lord in the back. He's actually hard to notice. So there's Star-Lord shooting. You got Groot shooting, or using his swingy arm, then Rocket comes by and shoots. It's great. I love seeing Rocket on Groot's shoulder again. We've come back to it. It only took 9 years. And then this spin shot. There's Groot in the background also picking up a shield. There's Blurp on the right. We got Blurp there holding something. we've got, judging by the antenna, Mantis is there. Star-Lord, of course, up front. Adam! Hold on, I want to go back to this shot, though. I'm not done with it. Let's see. And then, yeah, Groot's there. I don't see Rocket in this shot. He's somewhere. I think this is like a one-take action scene they're doing. A lot of robot. What's that? Just, I guess, a piece of the ship they're on. Okay. Adam. This is a really good shot of Adam Warlock. With the friggin' bolt in his head. He looks so funny. I love him, though. I think he looks awesome. This is on Nowhere. They're kicking his ass, it looks like. So Drax and him fighting. What are they holding, though? Like, they look like they're holding lightning bolts. But, hey, whatever. Unless Adam Warlock's, like, shooting lasers and Drax does this to his arms to redirect them. I actually think that's what's happening. That's awesome. Are you ready? Okay. We know this. What Groot does. Nebula did it. Groot's doing it. That is the Ravager salute that they do at Ravager funerals when they do the Colors of Ogord. It's what all the Ravagers did at Yondu's funeral. Which leads me to believe, and we're actually going to see it in the next shot, also Nebula's outfit's really burned. I'm trying to use the status of the outfits to tell where in the movie we are. Mantis looks a bit teary-eyed. Are we having another funeral? That's my question. Are we having another funeral? I'm not ready for another funeral. So this is the prison. See, like, again, a big sort of emphasis and aesthetic on organic matter. We have these things that look like cells and organs and whatnot. We've got these yellow things coming. We've got this yellow stuff pouring out. Almost looks like an egg, right? White, yellow inside. That thing hits it. Boom. Oh, yeah, and they look like friggin' muscles. And on the screen, actually, look at the screen. Purple, if we look up here, that, I believe, if we come back a few seconds, that is the High Evolutionary on the screen. So I guess this is the High Evolutionary's... Is it the High Evolutionary's prison? But that's him on the screen. Like, undeniably him. Drax cheering. That's a big gun that he looks like he's about to get shot by. And then here, I thought... Initially, Star-Lord was the weakened one here. No, Nebula's bleeding. So Nebula took a beating. And Drax took a shot to the chest, which is definitely worrying Mantis. Gamora's just focused, and then we get them back there also. Rocket and Groot, we don't see it all in this prison part. I wonder if the Guardians split, like go on two different missions. Because we also don't see Rocket and Groot as part of the spacesuit thing. Yeah, there they all are going down. Explosion behind them. Slow-mo walk. A lot of slow-mo walks of the Guardians. High Evolutionaries coming through that flaming ship, which could be the giant butthole-looking thing. They probably... I wouldn't be surprised if they spacesuit in there, get arrested, get their gear, and get out. That could be the way it works. High Evolutionary floating through, looking cool here. But the shot that I was noticing, this is that square place, right, with all his doctors. Star-Lord tackles this dude out the window, and boom, we are on that Earth-like environment. So I guess this is where the High Evolutionary stays. I think this might be where the final battle goes down, and Star-Lord clearly has a lot of rage. I mean, he's shooting everyone, tackles a dude out the window right there, and you can see just the scale of this fight. We've got fires over here, fires over here. We've seen, action on the ground with Adam Warlock and Gamora and Rocket. There is a fight everywhere. This is not a small battle. This is a large-scale war on this planet. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a sort of uprising, actually, like maybe a rebellion against the High Evolutionary, or if it's just the Guardians and Adam Warlock. But I do think Adam Warlock is a guardian light at this point. Mantis, she looks like she's waving to something. She's on nowhere here. Same with Drax. I wonder, just judging by the damage to the suit, if this is after the Adam Warlock fight. Drax looks emotional too. It's like the last few seconds of this trailer is just non-stop. It's like there's so much to take in. Yeah, Mantis. Yeah, Drax looks emotional over something. His lips are like trembling. Star-Lord in that fiery ship. Boom. Looking awesome. I was trying to see if I could tell where this was. I don't think it's on Nowhere. I thought it was Nowhere. My initial theory is that Adam Warlock and the Sovereign burn Nowhere because we know the Sovereign are in this. Elizabeth Debicki's in this. But I don't think this is Nowhere. It looks much more like a spaceship than Nowhere. Tiers. We have Mantis, Nebula, Drax, and Gamora here. Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket, not there. And Kraglin's not there. And Mantis is distraught. Nebula looks distraught. Drax and Gamora are in shock. And then there's, I guess, are those aliens or humans? This one's a human. These two are humans. This one and this one look like they could be aliens. I wonder if this is an evacuation from either the High Evolutionary's little place or from Nowhere. I do wonder. Or whatever ship that was. Could be whatever ship that was on fire, which will explain why Mantis is covered in ash. Maybe someone didn't make it. Drax is there, though. We've got this shot again of Star-Lord freaking out. And then the Bowie. So this is them flying away from the giant space butthole. And that's the Bowie. That's their new ship. For anyone who did not catch on to that. And all these people look like they're shooting at it. But then what's crazy is now they don't look like they're shooting at it. Now it looks like they're shooting away from it. So I wonder if there's like a fight going on outside the ship or something. Or and Rocket's monologue bookend, or not bookends it. Well, it kind of does because he has one of the first lines. So Rocket's lines kind of bookend the trailer. Okay, here's our full team. So, Cosmo, Kraglin, Groot, Nebula, Star-Lord, Rocket, Drax, Mantis. So if we zoom in, that's what they're wearing at the start. That is what they're wearing at the start when Star-Lord looks all hammered, beyond hammered. So I wonder if they went to get him for the mission. He passed out, and they're like, well, we got to go on the mission. Which would also explain on the mission why he looks like he's wearing short sleeves and shooting. Because that's what went down. So they're like, mission time, friggin' you're coming with us. But he's absolutely hammered because he's sad and depressed all the time. So Rocket's slurping something. Drax with a shirt's so interesting. I wonder if Drax with a shirt was Dave Bautista's choice, because then he doesn't have to be in makeup as long. Guardians 3. I like the title card, although, God, I really wish they kept it uniform across all three movies. Okay, the ending. The ending's very fun.
You were in love with?
She looks great. This is that prison, by the way.
Do not bring me into this.
Knock it off!
What?
I love Nebula. I love Karen Gillan. She's amazing. Is Gamora jealous? I can't help but wonder if Gamora's jealous.
What?
Like, secretly jealous. Look at her. Holding the gun. She's ready to kill something.
Just never noticed how black your eyes were.
Her arm does at times look like a sleeve, though, I will say.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
He picked a pretty set.
And there we go. That is the breakdown of the new trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So much happening in this. I feel like a lot of it not a misdirect isn't the right word, but I think a lot of it's edited, so you almost can't figure out how the movie goes. You almost cannot figure out what the order of this film is, like you can with a lot of other Marvel trailers, I've realized. That's not happening with this one. You cannot even begin to guess. If you try to follow locations and the look of their suits and the characters who are where, I got nothing. I don't think this trailer showed a lot at all. I think it showed the perfect amount. I cannot wait. My review might be late to you guys just because I'm going to be on a film set that entire weekend the movie comes out, and that makes me unbelievably sad. But there you guys go. That is my breakdown of the new trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. What did you think of the trailer? How excited are you for the movie? And what did you maybe notice that I did not catch, or what did I catch that you didn't pick up on? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, leave a like on this video, subscribe, click on the bell icon to receive all notifications from the MCHQ. That's going to be it. Have a great day, guys.